Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kickstart UX. Today we're going to be talking about a question that I get asked a lot. Is design school worth it? We're going to be talking about what you're doing in design school, or at least what my experience was, and a little bit about the benefits of going to it. So I went to RISD, Rhode Island School of Design, and I majored in industrial design. And so what the program looks like is in the first year, you're doing a lot of foundational classes, and that means drawing, 2D design, 3D design. Drawing is a lot like figure drawings for 6 hours. 2D design was, I remember learning a lot about composition, layout, color, temperature, all that jazz. 3D design was learning how to make things in 3 dimensions, which was not something that I had done a lot in high school. So an example of a project that we did in 3D design was make a violin out of cardboard. The second year of design school was a lot of foundational design skills. So we spent a month learning how to draw straight lines, literally straight lines, and then we spent a month drawing perfect circles, and then we spent a month drawing perfect cubes, and then we could learn how to sketch something in 3 dimensions and in different perspectives. So that's really foundational to more of the industrial design part. But we also learned a lot about the design process, about iterating, prototyping, doing research, seeing what's out there in the market, all of that stuff. That was really important. And also learning how to create products themselves that were polished, that felt like a professional had created it. And the third and fourth year were more studio classes where you could partner up with engineering students and business students across other schools and work together on a collaborative project to come up with a design and a business plan for that design. What are the benefits of going to design school? Well, the first one is the other students. Before going to RISD, I had never met so many people in my life who were so passionate about their own projects. You will meet a lot of creative people who will be more talented than you, who will be more hardworking than you, who will perhaps be more ambitious than you, but you will learn so much from that. Also, you don't know where those other students will end up. A lot of my fellow peers ended up in larger companies like Nike and Herman Miller and Apple. And the second point is learning the design process, learning how to iterate and fail multiple times before you reach a solution. I think that was really important because a lot of junior designers, they tend to gravitate towards the first solution they find, which is really not something that you should be doing. And so design school really taught everybody that, you know, it's okay if your first thing doesn't work out. Usually that's the case. You just have to keep going. The third thing is quality. Design school teaches you how to make things of a certain quality. I think design school teaches you how to really elevate the quality of your work so that the things that you did in high school, they kind of look like child's play, really. And then the last benefit of going to design school is that there are a lot of opportunities that you get in design school that you might not get elsewhere. And so one example of that is I was able to get an internship to NASA through RISD, which is not something that I would have been able to find on my own. Now, obviously, there's a lot of downsides to going to a 4-year design program. The first one is cost. It is extremely expensive, to put it bluntly, to attend that kind of school. And I admit that, you know, a lot of my peers were definitely from wealthier families. And so it was kind of an interesting thing to see at that time. And then another part of it too is just the sheer amount of hours that you put into your work. There were a lot of all-nighters. There was a lot of eating dinners on my desk, certainly, and just feeling like I never left the studio. But at the end of the day, I am still really glad that I went to design school. It taught me a lot, and I felt like it opened a lot of doors for me. So thank you for listening to this edition of Kickstart UX. I hope you learned something from it, and I'll see you guys later.